Home sweet home. It means so much to me because obviously you need to love the home that you're in. So Makaila's choice for best home renovation, absolutely easy choice here. Phil Kean Design Group, and I am joined by Phil Kean himself. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
I feel like you should maybe be saying welcome, right? Because this is your place here.
This is my place. Yeah, it is.
Absolutely beautiful. Can you tell us a little bit about where we are right now?
We are in Winter Park, and we are right off Morse, right off the Shady Park in Hannibal Square. So this is a community of 7 homes, and this one happens to be a single family. So it's a beautiful area.
It definitely is, and just looking around between like the architecture and the interior design and the artwork, I mean, you wear many hats. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, you know, I started going to school to be an architect. While I was in school, I studied under a fairly well-known interior designer, so it sort of started that my dad was a builder, so I grew up in the industry. So I wear many hats because I've been exposed to lots of different hats, so I love it all.
Very impressive, and you know, looking around, just like the architecture, the stairs, do you have anything in particular that you love the most?
Well, you know, probably the stairs are pretty spectacular. They were one of those design things that sort of emerged in the process. It wasn't originally planned like this. It was the creativity of a bunch of different brains, and we were sitting together and we came up with this beautiful stairs. So sometimes accidents create this.
Exactly, and so this is referred to as the New American Home, you said?
Yes, this was the New American Home for 2021. And it was a show house for the International Builders Show, which was hosted here in Orlando. Obviously, that didn't happen. So this is a show house that's a wannabe show house, I guess, because it never happened. But it certainly got you know, photographed, and they had virtual tours of the home. All over, people from all over the country and world actually viewed this house. So it's right here in Winter Park.
Beautiful. So if someone is considering doing a home, you know, renovation, what advice do you have for them?
I would say my first thought would be to surround yourself with the people that will be working with you on it. So first thing would be to put together who's the builder, who's the designer, who's the interior designer, who's the architect. Sometimes it's a landscape thing, so you get your landscape person involved, and all of those people come together and problem solve and come up with different ideas. And obviously, you need to have a budget. So if you have a budget, it's helpful for a designer to design inside a budget. So those are probably my first things to do.
So when do you step in?
Well, being that I wear a lot of hats, I usually meet with a client. If it's a remodel, I'll go and walk with them through the house, and we will discover, you know, what we like about the house, what we don't like about the house, what we need to do to the house. Sometimes it's a refresh, sometimes it's an addition, sometimes it's, you know, maybe we should just start all over. So it's all of those things. So we explore together and figure out what we're doing.
So what trends are kind of happening? I mean, this is kind of a healthy home. What, you know, trends are happening just like when you walk through the house? Is it energy efficient? Like, what's kind of like the new thing?
Well, you know, energy efficiency and healthy homes have been around for a while. This house happens to generate more electricity than it uses, so it has a minus HERS rating. We've all heard of the net zero house. This is actually better than a net zero. It has solar on the roof. It has super efficient air conditioning system that cleans the air, and we bring in fresh air and recycle the air, and it's all, you know, all of those things. But you know, one of the other things we did in this particular house is we made sure that all of our products that we put in the house weren't off-gassing. So you can do a fantastically green house and then fill it up with formaldehyde in your, you know, coffee table or whatever, so, or your rugs, or so all of the thoughts on what you put in the house were all really important in this one.
And do you help like along the way if you're like doing like a remodeling or something, or renovation? Can those be added along the way?
Sure, absolutely. We try to be a one-stop shop. So if somebody calls us and says, "Hey Phil, I have a project to look at," we try to supply all the different aspects of design, construction, interiors, product selection, just to make it easy. I mean, people are so busy, and so we just try to make it really easy.
And you're doing that. Phil, where can people contact you to request your services?
We are located here in Winter Park. We're on Fairbanks Avenue. Our phone number is 407-599-3922. And that's probably the best. Or you can look at our website if you want to see more images of our projects. It's philkeandesign.com. Phil Kean, K-E-A-N, designs with an S.com. Those are probably the best ways to really check us out. You can contact us through the internet or a phone call, and we'll set up a meeting and see your beautiful house.
Yes, and get started. Well, Phil, thank you so much. Phil Kean Design Group. Be sure to check them out, and we will be right back after this short break with People's Choice.